Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Entre Mike back with another video, whether Entre is short for entrepreneur. If you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, but do not click off the video yet. I know a lot of people make a lot of clickbait titles. They don't show proof of anything. And you guys are just wondering if the numbers are real. Now, this isn't me saying those people's numbers are fake. I'm just saying if you want proof of some real numbers and real breakdown expenses, this could be a good video for you. And I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. This video is not to brag or boast. It's simply more so like, I wouldn't say financial education, but just how I kind of look at the industry since I've been in it for about 6 months. I'm running a 31+5 gooseneck trailer. Basically just running OTR in a non-CDL Hotshot rig. First, I'm gonna get into the proof with the rate cons and everything and the total mileage. And then I'll do the expenses breakdown and then a conclusion. And if you need help, how you can hit me up. This isn't gonna happen every single week. I don't make videos like this too often, but I do think a lot of people need to see numbers broken down so they don't hear somebody made 7,000 or 8,000 and that they're taking home 6,000 or 7,000. That's just not how it works. Usually you're taking around, 40 to maybe 60% of the gross, depending on your overhead. And weeks like this don't happen every week. No matter what they say, it's just simply not gonna happen every week, especially for a non-CDL hotshot rig. In slow season, because that's technically the season we're in right now. Okay, so here I will provide the rate cons and the proof of loads, just in case for the people who just say, hey man, you just like the other people. I want to really see proof. And I say that only because anybody can say they made X, Y, and Z, but let's really see it. So for the Monday load, that's a load video that I just made the other day. I had a deadhead to South Carolina. The trip was in Indianapolis for a total of 724 miles with an RPM of $1.93. And since this load, I had to book it later in the day. I hate driving at night, but literally this whole week since I drove so many miles, I kind of had to do what I had to do. Okay, for the Tuesday load, I deadheaded 73 miles from Indianapolis. I think it was Terre Haute, Indiana, going to Atlanta, Georgia. It was 578 miles total for an RPM of $2.16 a mile. I jumped on this load pretty quick just because it was going to Atlanta, and I was able to sleep in the truck due to the weather being pretty decent, around 30 to 40 degrees, and we can sleep in that type of temperature. But in the Midwest, I had to get a hotel for like $108 because it's cold as hell. Like it's cold as hell in the Midwest right now. I'm actually here now. It's been in the negatives every now and then. So that's just my opinion. If it's anything below probably 15, 20, I can't sleep in the truck. Then on Wednesday, I deadheaded from Atlanta to Birmingham, Alabama. That was 131 miles, address to address, and then a 749 mile trip, which brings the total mileage to 880 miles. Damn! That makes it $1.82 per mile with the deadhead. But trust me, I didn't want to take this load, but Atlanta is just such a competitive market that when I seen this load, I think it was posted for like $1,400 due to the 749 loaded miles. So, I came and said, hey man, the best I can do is take it for 18. He said, since we ran freight with you before, the very best I can do is 16, which I knew at that point he probably ordered a flatbed.
Got him! Got him!
Due to the rate being a little higher. So, it's still within my cost to operate. My cost to operate is $1.61. So let's get on to the next day. Now we got Thursday. Thursday was a little more challenging due to I had to drop a load, then I had to pick up two, and one of them was a local delivery. The local load was only going 72 miles, but due to me going to Wisconsin, it worked out perfectly. So I already had booked the load going $1,400 going to was it Neillsville, Wisconsin, and this local load popped up 72 miles, and I jumped on it. You know, I told her go ahead and book it because I told him I wanted 600 for it. He came back and said I can do it for 5, and it was going in the same direction. Pretty light. It was only 10 feet, but really about 5 feet. But I did have to tarp it, so it was a pain in the ass. It's a grind though. You ain't gonna come out here and be chilling, but it was worth it. So I did that. Basically, I added it to the trip. It's only 579 miles total, and I made about what, $1,900 that day. So that was probably my best day. Then we got Friday. This is the one I got now. It's a 3-drop in PA. All of them are within about 2-3 hours of each other. So I'm still gonna be able to pick up my load Monday going to Florida. We'll talk about that in the conclusion. Why do I keep going to Florida? And you know, the rate that it's paying maybe. So I picked up, it's 172 mile deadhead from where I was in Wisconsin, and 998 miles with everything combined, because I think to the first drop it was like 860, 870 something to that. And my RPM ended up being around $1.97. Like I said, due to having, you know, to deadhead for a lot of this freight, the rate per mile ain't gonna be exactly where you want it. You just gotta negotiate to get it as high as you can. You know what I mean? Okay, now we're gonna, since we got through the Monday through Monday rate cons and proof and stuff like that, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the expenses breakdown to kind of show like the total mileage, total rate, total RPM, so you guys can really see how much money I really made off of grossing $8,450. So the total miles driven was 4,003. So basically right at 4,000 miles. I'm gonna do the math and basically show you guys what it is a week. I mean, not a week, but per day, because I'm technically driving 6 days after my 34-hour reset when I drive Sunday tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure it's over 650. Total gross, 8,450. Total RPM, $2.11, which isn't really that bad. Fuel bill for this week is $11.24 from last Thursday to this Wednesday, and I averaged about 11.5 miles per gallon. Weekly deductions: fuel $11.24. My Laramie payment $317. That's just a fourth of it. The trailer payment is $550. Divide that by 4, you get $138. Food, I just put $40 a day for what, 7 days. That's $280. And honestly, we only really eat about 1 time a day, so that's pretty high. Insurance, I paid that on the 21st, so I technically ain't got to take it out of this deduction. Hotel was $347 for the 3 hotels that I booked. Maintenance, $250. I just put, you know, everybody puts $250 aside in the business. And then personal, so I still got my tradesman 2018. That's sitting. I got a driver lined up with his CDL. Seems like he's serious, ready to go. And I'm really excited about that. We're probably gonna be starting that up in March. But I'm still paying that truck payment now. So it's $827. That's technically can be a business expense, but I kind of put it down to personal because I guess it's my daily driver until I find one.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
Mortgage is exact $510. So it brings my net after all deductions, personal and business, to $4,425. So a lot of people will see that number and be like, but you made $8,450. Like, where's the money at?
Huh?
You got to pay to play in this game, man. And honestly, like I said, with me having 2 truck payments at the time, that is a big hit, but that's really unimportant from the point I'm trying to make. Don't go based off of what we put on our channels and think that it's just a get rich quick scheme. Like, I mean, I netted 4,000 off of this, but every single week won't be like this. So now we're gonna get into the conclusion. So the conclusion is simple. It's not easy. It won't happen every month. It won't happen every month, most likely. The money goes fast and you can burn out quick. we are not meant, like if you're getting into this industry and you just thinking I need to ride 4,000 miles a week like I did this week and just grind and grind and grind, you're gonna burn out quick. You may have a month or two where you can really haul ass. I don't care if you've been driving already. You're gonna burn out and you're gonna want too much home time. So what I'm doing to basically keep myself from doing that, I'm only probably gonna do that one load going to Florida. It's gonna be a 2-day trip, 1,100 miles, $2,700, and it's gonna be about 300 miles from the crib. So to keep from being burnt out, I may have to take off that Thursday through Sunday to recuperate, to get myself right for the following Monday. Because I'm telling y'all, them late nights, long nights, driving 11 hours a day, driving your clock out every night. I'm not gonna say it gets old, but it is very challenging. I'll just say it like that. And I don't want you guys to make the same mistake like I did in watching YouTube, seeing big numbers. Of course, I did my own personal research and I knew people who were in the game already, but that still isn't enough. And watching my channel may not still be enough. So yeah, I hope it helps. And if you need more help, here's where you can contact me at. A lot of people, they sell crazy courses on how they do it. Consultation for an hour, $100 if you want to see, if you really want to learn and get into this business and start. We also have this company that you can lease on to. Just, basically apply at stringtrucking.com. And I'll hit you up once I see the request for the application. And then, like I said, I put up the e-course and consultation for $175 because I've seen some crazy prices. And I got the same information that I can basically just guide you through. What I basically want you to do is just read the e-course all the way through. And if you got any questions, of course, we add the consultation with it, and then we can go over everything you're confused about. Other than that, hit me up on IG, Entre Mike. Let me know if you like this video. Drop a comment down of what you would like to see besides videos like this, because these videos can kind of get repetitive. They can get old. Even though a lot of people ain't probably telling the truth sometimes, they're not showing the truth sometimes. And I'm gonna be real, making this video took me a while. Like, I can see why a lot of people wouldn't want to make a deep, in detail video showing proof that they actually made the money that they're saying. So I'm not gonna drop videos like this as much. I already know I'm an authentic person. I make plenty of authentic content. I don't really have to prove myself to anybody. But I'm showing this as far as my favorite part was just seeing the deductions. And so when you hear somebody say, hey, I made, such and such this week, you can go ahead and really cut that number in half most of the time, unless they got most of their business expenses paid for the month. That's how I look at it. Either way, it ain't no hate to people who make those type of videos. I just wanted to bring more of the real for the people who really looking into investing $10,000, $20,000 into this market without knowing how tough and challenging it is, how much deadhead you're gonna have, how hard you're gonna have to grind. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be as simple as waking up at 7 and your load booked by 8. It's not. And once you book that first load, you better be booking in advance, like all day, glued to the load board. This would not be possible without my fiance Maya as well, because as I'm driving, she's dispatching. She gets 10% of what I make. But technically it's still in the house, so I didn't add it as an expense.
Shut your
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, share it in the algorithm, subscribe. If you've been watching the videos and you ain't subscribed, I don't understand it at this point. And leave a comment. Leave a comment if you stayed to the end. I guess you can just drop intro, or you can drop net profits or something like that. And I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.